Little baby, don't you cry.
We're all just different sides of the solution, and we're most comfortable with like our like-minded pieces, and so we sit around being like-minded pieces with each other. But you know, we need to find a way to work together.
Like cell phones, text messages, like communication now is so different than it was when I was a kid. And when, like, for instance, when you get a girlfriend or when you get someone in your life you want to talk to, it's like important. It's really easy now. You can just text message, and so as you're texting, you're like, you're able to say things you might not mean, or you might not. You haven't really thought it out. You're just like quick text back and forth, like just small conversation that leads to more and more conversation.
The way I see it is that there is an immense amount of advantages and disadvantages, and the advantages are clear. Like, you cannot deny how awesome it is to be able to be like, we have to get a project done. Let's make a Google Drive that has access that we can all go to and edit in real time. Like that, how can you not say that's amazing? Like, people in like the 17th century would call like unprofound kind of like a magical, like a miracle kind of thing, right? I mean, I don't want to make them sound like simpletons, but it's something that if you were to take into other contexts, that it would be almost like from a different world.
Well, I mean, you know, all those cell phones, they gotta go somewhere. What are they, is there a hell for the cell phones? I don't know, what do they do with cell phones? I mean, I know they reuse them a lot. You see people with cell phones from 2003 sometimes, they use them, you know.
Or they exchange or return them, and
you know, a lot of people I know call them burners. They're phones that they just use temporarily for a couple months and then dump them. And it's some old Motorola from 2005, and you're like, why is he using that? Okay, you know, we know why he's using that. But it is a problem because it's like, you know, it's just more stuff that you got to decompose, and it's unbiodegradable. It's electronic junk that's just adding up. But also, you know, not all of us go with the Bluetooth ear thing. A lot of us, me too, I get stuck sometimes on the cell phone for an hour with it to my ear. I feel it heating up. Like, how do I know that thing's not sending cancer waves through my ear? We don't know. They're 20 years old cell phones. 30 years from now, they'll be like, oh, you got cancer you got brain cancer from putting the cell phone in your ear for too long. Like, who knows?
This question of environment, of the air and the earth and the water and food and the antibiotic and the blah blah blah.
How they see it, yeah. So one person may be living on 10 different medications, and that's the environment they're happy. One person is like having earplugs, listening to music 24/7. One person is constantly typing stuff on their gadget. That's the environment they enjoy. One person needs to hold hands all the time, can't let go. That's the environment, right? It's all different kinds of people, different kinds of environments they build in their head. It's like the utopia, the thing that they had in their childhood.
Utopia, yeah.
Yeah, utopia. They had that in the childhood, but now they've grown up as adults. They still have the utopia in their head, but they built it this way to satisfy their inner child in a different way.
I was kind of excited about it at first, but now it's just like, it's way too much. I mean, every day it's something else, you know, and if you're on this platform or that platform, you're not doing the right thing, you're not promoting your business properly, or you're not, you know, you're not with it, you know, and it's just like, I've just drawn a line in the sand. You know, I don't really want to deal with that stuff anymore.
For me personally, I know that it's like all temporary, like this whole age of like the cell phone and instant communication and like instant information without knowledge and without wisdom. You know, it's just like instant information. It will come to an end. It's so temporary. It's so unsustainable. It's like, it's not practical in like the greater scheme of things. And there's other ways of communicating and other ways we'll probably find and discover if we're allowed to, you know,
Right.
like be intuitive and inventive and ingenious people.
And in the health industry, I think there's a lot of great things that are being developed, and ideas that are coming to, you know, into fruition that probably wouldn't have happened if we didn't have the high-tech kind of stuff that we have, or the money flowing into that, right, for that the development of that kind of stuff. But you know, and in a lot of instances, it's a good thing. But and I think, you know, we're so tethered to our phones now too, right? Like, if I don't have my phone in my pocket, I freak out.
We can't tell at the advent of a new technology what its impact will be until it's been implemented. And at times our excitement over a new type of car or a new type of phone or even advanced transportation systems within a city or a town, we have no real way of saying for certain what its impact will be until after it's already happened.
My baby left me, I found a new place to dwell.